Hello, guys. Welcome to another interesting episode of our weekly commentary. Okay, today is Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you all went to church. People of good faith. Hope you all went to church. It's quite okay to remember to, thank your Creator. Okay, align your faith with God. That is what is going to help you in this journey. Okay, so without further ado, let's head over to our weekly commentary and see what we expect in the coming week. Okay, so that is it for it. So this is the economic calendar. This week is pretty much stacked with high impact news scattered all over the week. Okay, from Monday till Friday, we have each day having a red folder. Okay, hmm. It's gonna be a pretty much a tough one, but let's see what we have. On Sunday we have um Trump as Trump speech. Okay, Trump is gonna deliver a speech Sunday. I think that would be when the market open. And I think if the market might actually open with a gap, okay, because of this. And if it does, then Monday we have some French PMI, sorry. Then we have later existing home sales, flash service PMI, but there's just pretty much news everywhere. So we have to be very careful when trying to navigate through this week, okay, because it might be pretty volatile. Yes, it might be pretty volatile. So let's keep that in mind, okay? Let's keep that in mind when framing our trades. Okay, DXY, okay, DXY. So what do you have for DXY? This is dollar index. And this is weekly chart on dollar index. Remember last week we talked about how we want to see price return back. I want to see price return back internal, okay? After we took out this low the previous week. After we took out that low the previous week, we say we want to see how we want to see price return back into an internal range inside of our daily chart, okay? And this is what we got. Yes, we closed back in, okay? And that's pretty much how the market delivered, exactly as we called it. Okay, so now this week I think is clearly straightforward that if you look at price now, you can see that we have a range from this high. We have a range from this high and from this low. So you can see after we took out this social liquidity below here, what do we form here? A swing low. Okay, we formed a swing low. Okay, this indicates a reversal has already been put in place on the lower time frame. Okay, whenever we see a swing high on the higher time frame, it is also an indication that the lower time frame might have switched. Okay, so like the way we have a swing high over here, then what happened next? Price starts going lower. We had this swing low here. What happened next? Price went higher. Okay, so this is the same thing we are seeing here. This is a swing low, and maybe we now expect the coming week to trade and run. Okay, short time take out previous week high. Okay, and above it we also have this equal highs right here. Okay, and so that we have a clean high. Okay, so for now price is pretty much inside of the range of this high to this low, and if we use our fib we can see that we are in discount. Yes, we are in discount. So we want to see price trade to premium. Okay, trade to premium before we can now maybe continue lower or reverse from there. Okay, but I don't think we are done with the downside. But for now, short term trading. For now, I just want to see an open. I want to see an open, a low, a high, then a close. Okay, this is what I'm anticipating for this weekly candle on DXY. This is just what I'm saying on DXY on the weekly chart. Then on the daily chart, I think it will be more cleaner here. On the daily chart, let me zoom out. On the daily chart, as you can see, we are in discount of the range from this high, from that high to this low. Okay, from that high to this low. So it's now reasonable after we run this liquidity to now trade inside internally. Last week we saw price does that. Price did that last week, okay? And if you can check, this was our where our reference point, our key level that I want to see price key off of before coming lower, okay? But if you check, 50% of this fair value gap has been violated. If you check, the 50% of the fair value gap has been violated here. Price closed aggressively above it. Okay, it's not showing us any sign that you want to respect it and start going down, but rather it trades aggressively above it. Then the next day, Wednesday opened, trade lower, reject immediately, okay, and closed somewhere, close to the open. Okay, so from there, price now started staying in tight range. Okay, but if you look closely, you can see that after this Wednesday trading, we formed a key level. Okay, we formed a key level, another price reference point, another institutional order flow reference point. I don't know why this thing is lagging. Sorry for the delays. Anyway, so we formed this fair value gap. Okay, so if price will continue bullish, now listen carefully. If we are to continue bullish, okay, we want to see price open on Monday, key off of this low within the week, trade into this fair value gap, then we can now move to the upside. But invalidation is when price trades aggressively, due to maybe Trump's speech during Sunday opening, maybe we gap lower, okay, and closed below this fair value gap after Monday's trading. Then I will anticipate a retracement back into this after Monday have closed bearish below this. I will now anticipate a return back using this as an inversion to continue lower price. So, but I want to see how price will react from here. Remember, we don't just predict price, we have our expectation. Then we want to work with what price is giving us. Okay, so we want to work with price. We don't set the rules. Yes, price does whatever it wants to do. We just want to react according to what price is giving us. So best case scenario, I want to see price go higher from this fair value gap. Okay, trade down, give us a Judas swing for the weekly range, then expand higher. If you look closely, you see that this high and this high, this is too clean, equal highs. This is too clean. Okay, so I want to see price run above previous week high and then maybe make its move towards these highs and clear out all the liquidities. Because if you can see, those people that are short from above here, from above the highest high, they'll now trade their stop loss to this swing high. So price is now moving to attack those buy stops, and people that are waiting for breakout, they put their limit orders here. So price is just engineering to go up, knock those users out, and maybe continue going down. Okay, so this is what we want to watch out for. We want to watch out internal to external range. Simple as that. But in violation, if price should close below here, I will now be on the sideline waiting to see the reaction we will get when we retrace back here, maybe the next day, and continue lower. So make sure you get that right. Okay, so this is the 4-hour time frame. If you check the 4-hour time frame, you can see that price trade lower on this candle around this short-term low. Okay, dive deep into our external risk liquidity. Then we have an expansion away from it. Okay, this is an expansion candle. Yes, price expanded away from it. Now, this last series of down close candle that around this low now becomes our bullish order block. Okay, so watch out for. So if price should on Monday trade lower, I'm seeing any high that forms from this place as an engineered liquidity. Okay, I'm seeing any sudden movement down as a Judas swing. Yes, to make people think that price wants to continue going lower before it returns. So I'm fading all those movements, waiting for price reaction from this place, then I now ride it to the upside to knock out these equal highs above price. So these are levels I'm watching from the 4-hour time frame. So these are levels I'm watching. And also, if you look closer, we have another fair value gap. So price might trade into here, then weak, and tap into this 4-hour fair value gap, mitigating our order block. Then they move higher will ensue. Okay, so this is a straight and simple one on DXY. Our draw is from internal to external range liquidity, run this previous week high, and subsequently these equal highs. Okay, and our invalidation is if price trade aggressively and close below a daily candle closing below this fair value gap, we now invalidate our bias. As simple as that. As simple as that. So we just want to see how Monday trades. Then we can now expect to see reactions from here or in disrespect of this fair value gap. I hope that is clear. Studio. So guys, Euro USD right here. Euro USD right here. Okay. So what can we see? You see that price is still pretty much bullish on here. You've seen this fair value gap. Price taps into it. Expansion, another fair value gap. Okay. Price drops down into it, respected it. Then expand another expansion into what? External range liquidity. Okay. Boom. Into external range liquidity. So as you can see, from this low to this high, because after taking out this external range liquidity, price is yet to displace above it. Number one, price is also formed a swing high. Okay, formed a swing high. So it's just more like a short time reversal on the lower time frame. So, but we still need more confirmation. You get, the price is yet to trade above. Okay, price just created a swing high over here. So what do you expect this coming week? We want to see price give us more retracements. Okay, you can see that last week was an inside bar. Yes, inside bar. Didn't quite take our previous week high, didn't take our previous week low. So just inside of last week's trading. So, and also from the swing high. We just want to see price open, make a little bit of high, then drop around previous week low. Okay, so around below previous week low. And if you look here, we saw this candle. Also want to see price take out this candle because this low is just looking smooth. Yes, it's just very smooth. Okay, there's no wick. You get, so if you can use our fib and you see that from here to this high we are in premium. Okay, so we want to see price return back to discounts. Okay, and the discount level, the 50% of this range low to this range high, is below this. So we want to see price tap into it. So if you check from this candle's high to the low of this candle, there is a gap there. Okay, forget this week, there is a gap there. This is what ICT refers to as redelivered rebalance. Okay, next candle open and immediately rebalanced everything, then moved higher and closed back exactly almost where it opened. So, but you get what I'm saying? So I want to see price return, form another swing before we can now continue bullish, because price cannot just move in a single file, in a single line, to our draw. We just want up, down, before another new up. So we are expecting that next swing low to be formed before we can now start our next bullish leg to the upside. Okay, so in short terms, I want to see an open. I want to see, sorry, I want to see an open, a high, a low, and a close. Okay, and a close, open, high, low, and a close. Okay, this is what I'm anticipating on this weekly chart. So next up, the daily chart. So this is the daily chart. You can see the price has been, making up movements, okay, since. So we want to see a retracement to discount before we can now anticipate our next leg of price. So, but if you look closely here, we can see that price actually respected this fair value gap. Yes, price actually respected this fair value gap. You can see that the wicks are the ones that are causing the damages, while the bodies has been what very respectively been above the 50% of the week of the fair value gap. Sorry. So now This is the more reason I like to wait for Monday's trading to know what price we do first. Okay, I can easily want to see price move from internal to external range liquidity, but due to the fact that DXY is not showing us the same, we're not seeing the same thing applied on DXY. We might see a little bit of disrespect. Okay, we might see a little bit of disrespect of this fair value gap. We expect, okay, we are not enforcing our views to the market. We just want to see if price is going to disrespect this fair value gap and trade lower to our target. But if for anything price expand, okay, and close above this last down close candle, which is this Tuesday opening price, if you see Monday or Tuesday close above this candle's body, okay, the open of this last down close candle, it might be an indication that price wants to continue to the upside. But if by adventure we just opened, then run Friday's high and closed aggressively back into this fair value gap, okay, and also closing below the series of up close candle here, then and only then can I anticipate price going lower to get the information, make sure you're getting it clear. If price to continue bullish, I want to see price close above this level. Let me remove this first. For bullishness to continue, I want to see price maybe on Monday or Tuesday close above this, okay, above this level. For the closure above it, then we'll not expect price to run for this equal highs above here and also previous week's high. Okay, but if that does not happen and price open, maybe run only Friday's high and trade back, closing below this and maybe subsequently below this fair value gap, the 50% of this fair value gap, I will now expect this fair value gap to be an inversion to see price go below here. Okay, so this is one thing to put in mind. Price is now stuck in the range of, this is our short-term range from this low to this high. Okay, this is the last low for this whole expansion. So price is just stuck in between the 50% of this range low to this range high. So just want to see, price to give us a validation of which side it actually wants to go. So this is where patience has to come in. You have to be very patient. And also this week is pretty volatile, and so many things going on around the world. So you have to be extremely careful, okay, when navigating through this week. On the 4-hour time frame, it might be reasonable to think that our price have shift bullish, but on another thought, we still want to see price go lower. Okay, so what can we see here? What can we see here? I have this fair value gap. Yes, it is really nice. Yes, and we also have what? Liquidity resting just below it. Okay, we have a liquidity resting just below it. Fine. So I want to see how price will react when we get to this fair value gap to push price higher. But if we maybe have a drawn out consolidation inside this range, run this high first before coming down to this low, I will no longer expect this to hold. Okay, or if price should, during the course of coming down to this low, formed another opposing fair value gap, listen very carefully. If price, okay, during the course of coming down to this fair value gap, formed another opposing fair value gap, I will now expect price to react from here, little displacement, little retracement inside of the newly formed fair value gap before, and I will now expect that newly formed fair value gap to hold as a resistance, okay, for price to continue down. You get the logic now. So this is where patience has to come in. You have to wait. You have to wait for price to get to those key levels, and then we want to trade the reaction. Okay, we also want to see how price trades as it moves towards the key level. So this is also a key level I'm watching for. This high, this low, this is the range, this fair value gap, then this other high. Okay, so if we look lower, we have this original consolidation. Okay, this is consolidation. So I want to see price come lower, have this equal lows down here, to trigger that. Okay, so many people will not be like, price is now bullish, want to continue bullish. I'm fading that. Yes, I'm fading it. I'm fading it. I want to see price go lower. But at the same time, I'm not going to do my will. I'm going to do the will of what? Price. So I have my logic, and now wait for price to align with my logic to give me reasons to either go up or go down. So I think I'll get that reason after Monday's trading. Okay. So that is it for it, guys. Please, if you like this video, I want you guys to comment, like, share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I will be dishing out more content as time goes on. Okay, to help you elevate in your trading journey. Okay, so I wish you all the best in this coming week, and I pray for profitability. Pray for God to give us the patience, the discipline that is needed to navigate this market. So, guys, that will be all for this week commentary. I hope you like it. I'll be following up with this on my Twitter account. So if you're not yet following me on Twitter, you can do that now. I will, you can see my handle, my Twitter handle on the screen. So you can just tap on it. You can just search Trader Debeson at Trader_Debeson. Trader_Debeson. Okay, search for it on Twitter. You can now follow me. Okay, so we do this every week, and I'm glad people are seeing results from it. So guys, that will be all. I wish you guys good luck and good trading. Peace out.